Please just put the McDonald's back in Walmart's parking lot. I don't want to drive to Burnham, and I always want a Big Mac after I go to Walmart.
How to say something is aggressively American, but not in a good way. Exhibit frickin' A. Also, God forbid there isn't a McDonald's and a Walmart. Oh wait, you can walk 50 feet in any direction and hit one. Hello everybody and welcome back to another video for the day. We are heading back into r/Insane People Facebook, and if you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. Also, if you guys would like to save 10% on your next order of gamer subs, use code Tommy at checkout or click the link down below. It'll automatically apply the discount to your transaction, and it helps support the channel. Thank you. You know what's wild? That some people think they get to decide which birds are allowed to exist in a neighborhood. Not noise complaints, not dog-related issues. Birds. Just free living, sky soaring, seed-eating birds. But apparently, if they're not the right kind of bird, someone deems them a threat to the community. Poor birds. They don't stand a chance against Karen Coconut with Wi-Fi and a superiority complex. Let's recap. I moved my bird feeders out of courtesy, not guilt. My dog is fenced in and recovering from an injury, and yeah, she barks when people hover near the gate. That's called protection, not aggression, but somehow I'm the villain in the Fence Chronicles. Instead of talking to me like a formal adult, she took the time to post passive-aggressive rants online, either stalk or send someone to photograph my dog, weaponize feeling unsafe as a full-on suburban white woman stereotype, keep creeping through my neighbors' yards as if everyone else asked her to be the neighborhood's unsolicited security control. Girl, you are not the HOA. You are not animal control. You are not the bird police. And despite what your echo chamber might tell you, you are not the main character. I will not be publicly shamed, intimidated, or made to feel unsafe in my own home for having a fenced dog and feeding birds. But if you keep escalating this like this is a Bravo series that you're trying to pitch, so here is my boundary. Leave me, my home, my dog, and my business the heck alone. I have better things to do than to play pretend with Karen Coconut and Company. Oh, and didn't want the dirty laundry aired out online? Then maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have set the bridge on fire and handed me the match. People trying to enforce things on an HOA that very much are not on HOA but acting like they are, like what type of bird seed or bird feeders you're allowed to have, just sounds absolutely ridiculous, and that's gotta be somebody on a power trip and just reaffirms my belief that a lot of times HOAs are just things that are meant to give people on retirement something to do because, God forbid, they don't have anything else going on in their life, like God forbid, frickin' video games or something. I don't know. With the summer heat escalating, please pick up after your pets, both in the front yard, backyard, and on your walking routes. Letting poop sit there, turning into lawn furniture, ain't the business. With your smaller yards and being so completely closely connected, it impacts us all. These flies feed on that poop, and it attracts more flies and pests, even rodents. By the way, HOA is in motion on the black cart. Okay, so let me get this straight. People can complain about your dog being loud, but now you're also then trying to police dog poop on people's own properties? Am I forgetting something here? You care to explain exactly how somebody has a dog pooping in their own backyard? And how is that negatively impacting you? Is it ruining your property value because the neighbors next to you happen to have a dog that does number 2 and on their own property, which a lot of places they are protected by such? Doing it on somebody else's property is another story, and if you're out walking your dog takes a dump on somebody's front yard, and then you just leave it, that is very much you in the wrong, because a lot of places, they have laws against such of a thing. TLDR, if your dog poops on your own property, there's nothing that is wrong about that if somebody else's dog poops on your property and they don't pick up after it, that is a bit of a problem though. So, security cameras help. Their response to the bird thing though, the person who filed the complaint was as follows.
Here in Harvest, we live way too close to be feeding birds seeded from open bird feeders. Ants, roaches, and mice are attracted to the spillover seeds. These seeds fall into your neighbor's yards, causing pest problems. Hummingbird feeders are fine, but attracting birds intentionally with open dishes containing seeds makes a mess in our closely connected yards. Those seeds even wind up on your roofs, attracting pigeons nesting on your roofs and under your solar panels. When we had our roof cleaned last week, bird seeds were washed off of the roof because these seeds being fed to birds close to our home. The birds take the seeds up and spill them onto other people's properties. Your bird feeding habits should not affect other people's properties, period. Our yard sizes don't give us enough clearance to use these kinds of feeders. Photos daily, and throughout the day I find piles of these seeds all over my backyard, and ants coming from them. Please don't do this to your neighborhoods. Help us protect our properties and investments.
Oh yes, look, it's such a travesty, isn't it? Heads up, birds are gonna do a lot more things that are a lot worse than just dropping some seed on your house. Hate to break it to you, you might want to look up this book called Everyone Poops. If your biggest issue with somebody is that they happen to have a type of bird that they have a bird feeder out for, then you really must not have anything else going on in life. And I know normally HOAs are basically people come together to help take care of the neighborhood and everything, and like paying local landscapers to make sure that everybody's yard is taken care of. However, some of these people get a little bit of a power trip when it comes to all the such things, and now you have people that are doing things like policing birds. Yeah, when I put it like that, it really does sound stupid.
Aluminum in vaccines uses as an adjuvant in shots like DTaP and hepatitis B is dangerously excessive and with undeniable toxicity risks for infants. A pivotal 2013 study in BMC medicine reveals how aluminum is transported by motorcycle lineage cells, acting as a Trojan horse to the brain, amplifying its neurotoxic threat. These cells, meant to clear toxins, instead carry aluminum past the blood-brain barrier, depositing it in the sensitive neural tissues. The ATSDR classifies aluminum as a neurotoxin, perilous for infants with developing brains and weak kidneys. U.S. children receive up to 22 aluminum-laden vaccine doses by the age of 6, 11 in the first 6 months per physicians for informed consent. Injected aluminum lingers, unlike ingested forms, accumulating to dangerous levels. The BMC medicine study shows this Trojan horse mechanism drives aluminum for the brain, risking motor, sensory, and cognitive damage. U.S. children receive up to 22 aluminum-laden vaccine doses by the age of 6, 11 in the first 6 months per physician's or informed consent. The injected aluminum lingers, unlike ingested forms, accumulating to dangerous levels. The BMC medicine study shows this Trojan horse mechanism drives aluminum to the brain, risking motor, sensory, and cognitive damage. The BMC medicine study shows this Trojan horse mechanism drives aluminum to the brain, risking motor, sensory, and cognitive damage.
Another 2022 CDC-funded study links aluminum exposure to a 36% higher asthma risk per 1 milligram in kids aged 24 to 59 months in Children's Health. Okay, just say 2 to 5. That's pretty much no difference. Nothing at 4.49 times higher asthma odds in vaccinated children. Many also argue that the FDA's 2011 study, Mitakus et al., is flawed, using a wrong 0.78% absorption rate instead of the ATSDR's 0.1, inflating safe levels eightfold. This much aluminum is not safe. But with that, that is going to have to be it with the video. If you guys would love to be absolutely amazing, show your support and see more videos like this one in the near future, be sure to hit that like button, leave a comment down below to start up them wholesome internet discussions, and if you guys have not already, subscribe to the channel and turn on them notifications. And I'll be sure to see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, and bye-bye!